the song that plays here. I love it. So good. Newfound Journey. The Wandering Minstrel has a request for an experienced adventure. You get the Emmett Silk. I love it. Greetings, friend. By your dauntless bearing, I assume you're an adventurer. Indeed. As for myself, I'm a humble wandering minstrel, one who draws inspiration from the daring deeds of those in your calling. If you have a moment, there's a favor I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? Will I? In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to less principled types in Ul'dah. Uh-oh. Of one, am I covering? Okay, I'm not. I was wondering if I was just like this. I mean, I could. I'm not. Right about that. I'm truly grateful. Now, I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go and wait at the gate of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who has just embarked upon the path of an adventurer. Pray greet them and offer your help. I already like this. Hold on. Worry not. You'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. Hee hee. I dare say it will feel like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you're greeted by a helpful stranger. That's one of my favorite things in MMOs, is helping out newer players. I'm that guy. I just like, cause like, for me, it's a nostalgia trip. I get to go and remember what it was like to be standing right here, and there was a guy standing there when you first load into the game. I was a pugilist, so I started in Ul'dah. And you're like, what is this? There's people everywhere. There's names. Everyone's pet has a name on it, and the entire screen is just taken up with names. Very first thing I did was, okay, how do I turn off those nameplates? All right, let's do it. Of course it's Catboy. Of course it is. Aww. Takes me back. And I'm in my dancer garb just standing there. Look at a bright-eyed adventurer. Oh, I can't remember what he says. Is this... I feel like one of the options has to be it. I don't know if it was Welcome to Ul'dah or if this is your first step. We'll do this. Maybe it was Oi Adventure over here. I don't think it was. Okay. Is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yeah. You are daunted by how impressive I am. Who are you? I am Ikolux, a big woman. An experienced adventurer, you say? And you will help me on my way? Well, I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ul'dah. Oh God. My name is Nagi Jakya. Nagia Jaka. Yep. But just call me Nagi, thank God. But just Nagi will do. And as you rightly guessed, I'm an inspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So I understand that you first need to register in the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is?
I do. I know where this is.
There it is. Oh, love it. Just through that door, is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once.
Wait. You moron. Turn off nameplates first.
Make sure you turn off nameplates. Nagi rushes off before you can offer further explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. Just like me. Just like me. Except, one, it was nameplates, and then two, it was not realizing I was supposed to be on the main story quests. That was my own fault for not paying attention. Let's go, Nagia. In and out, in and out. Come on, Nagi, you can do it.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here, too. Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? This lad's here is the register, is he? Yes, ma'am. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nagia Jakaya. Jaka. And I'm 16 years old. Practically a man grown. You are not. You are not a man grown at 16 years old. When did I start playing MMOs? It was probably like 12? How long? I think it's about 14. Yeah, because it would have been about 14. Okay. All right, fine. Fair enough. I felt like I was practically a man grown too. Hee Aren't we a lively one? Momodi's the name. And if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come. Okay. Is this I know this whole quest line is just going to be a huge nostalgia bomb, and I'm just going to sit here talking about my first experience with the game. With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, all right? Wow, I like her. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Oh, you saucy lady.
She's not kidding. That's all she talks about.
Now then, normally I'd offer you a grand tour. But in light of the present company, I reckon you ought to have it from her. She's a renowned adventurer, she is. After all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea. She's also that. You could do far worse than get advice from her. To begin with, mayhap you could recommend a guild here in Ul'dah for Nagi to join. If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where you can have a nice little chat. I love this. I love being a mentor, but like helping people out learn the game. Let's pop a squat next to him. Oh, stop, song. Stop doing that to me. That's cheating. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you can offer. The following events cannot be skipped. If you may wish to cancel any pending duty finding registrations. All right.
All right. Let's talk about guilds.
I'm all ears, Haiku. Yes, you are, because you're a cat boy. That's a good question.
Why did you want to become an adventurer?
A merchant who was in the carriage with me, Bree something, asked me much the same thing. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. Why not? But having now set foot in Ul'dah, it's become clear in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon. Wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it then? Traveling, that is. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I love traveling. I like this answer better.
I love traveling. There's nothing like the thrill of seeing new sights.
So you do. I have an older sister. During the calamity, we fled Gridania and took refuge in the village in the mountains. I ended up staying in that secluded place, and it's long been a dream of mine to travel the world. But inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? Well, I mean, this dude is an adventurer. He doesn't want to be a crafter-gatherer. He wants to go out and beat up some monsters.
One representing students of the fighting arts.
I see. A place where I can learn how to protect myself and others. If I recall correctly, Ul'dah is home to the Pugilist and Thermaturgs Guild. Is he gonna be a pugilist? That would make me so happy. Dude, this is straight up me! This is me when I first played this game. Oh my goodness gracious. That makes me so happy. Of those two, I'd choose pugilists. I've always enjoyed rigorous exercise, and I'm quite confident in my physical abilities. Yes, I believe this is the guild for me. I'll go join at once.
I could show you to the guild if you like.
Thanks for your concern, but I should be fine. You'll get lost. If you still have time, though, could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask about.
Yes.
Great. I'll look for you when I'm done. This is straight up me, and I love it. Wait, there's no way that it's based off of your first class. It can't be. I say class, your first job.
You wait a good while.
That's not, I don't do that. You wait a good while, but there's no sign of Nagi. Perhaps you should look for him in the Pugilist Guild. Let's go do that. Yeah, it has to be an Ul'dah. It has to be something. It's just, wow, what are the chances that he wanted to be a pugilist? So did I. That was my first job. I love it. Ooh, right into a cutscene.
That was a most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I'm reminded of myself in my youth. Swift, strong, and handsome. Not to say that I'm not these things anymore, of course.
You're too kind, Master Hammond. And I'm sure I'm still all those things and more. You're still all those things and more. Now, Naki, take care you don't flatter the old man over much. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any larger. Oh, we're all laughing.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, Haiku. I'm glad to say that pugilism seems to agree with me. My thanks for your recommendation.
Well now, Haiku. To think that you're the one who sent Nagi to us. The lad possesses rare talent, and I'm looking forward to watching him grow in our art. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well, and keep at your training. Next time, we shall try something a little harder.
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in the combinations, I lost track of time. Oh, I should mention something. As I was training, a particular minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurer's path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me. If you're willing, he's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. The Ruby Road Exchange. Bow. Bye. Oh, it takes me back. It takes me back. That is a glam. I like that. Wow. Vibrant. My friend, you've done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Haiku approached me at your behest? She did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subject would be worthwhile, of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. In thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike, and am pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Nagi to begin walking his. A reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply entwined. If we would capture the former, we cannot well disregard. It's so hard to read this with that song going. Believe. Ah. We cannot well disregard the latter. And this brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. Well now, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt. That'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, Haiku? Shall we do it? Excellent. When you have your item, pray, seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring.
Okay.
There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something. So let's begin our search there. Those who walk after. Why are you doing these things to me, game? I don't just. I have to get out of range of the song. The feels. Too many feels. Walk free. Walk free. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oops. Come on, let's begin looking around. Nagi Jakaka is now accompanying you. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's for somebody who... yeah, because it's a level 15 quest. So that might have been your first time seeing that. Welcome, welcome. What is it you're after?
I want, like, a meteor or something.
Objects with a connection to the calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale. But I wonder, How did the ring find its way back? If the night fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. I feel a bit dubious. Should we look around some more? There's bound to be some other things there. The pot watch. Watch out for the pot watch. Discuss the local cuisine. Oh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks amazing. In the course of our journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food. From simple fare to exotic feasts, I look forward to sampling everything too. Yeah, 270 carrot puddings. That's what I'm about to be sampling. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, nurse.
Greetings and welcome to my exhibit. Please feel free to browse at your leisure, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions.
We're looking for objects that bear a connection to the calamity. Do you have anything that fits that description?
As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder painting entitled The Sultana's Seven depicts an inspiring event from the calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamond, and an inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in the desperation turned to the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ul'dah. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with the Sultana. Excuse me. There she addressed the rabble. The rabble? You can't call them rabble.
Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take for your neighbor, but to proffer him and the hand of succor.
Is this still a quote? Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ul'dah, and those who returned from the battlefield found their homes much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert.
Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Don't worry about the rabbit bunny girl standing next to me. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Ul'dah is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing your tale. It's indeed inspiring. You've done an incredible job capturing it in a glass. So far, so good. Let's look around just a little more. So far, so good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The House of Splendors. House of Splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our services are available only to those whom we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi. One day. Yeah, one day you'll craft. You'll craft. And you'll craft till your eyes bleed. Greetings! I can't tell if I'm a man or a female. That's my voice now. Greetings! From daily necessities to unusual curiosities, I deal in all manner of wares. Is there something in particular you seek? You need but ask.
Oh, I'm looking for, like, calamity stuff.
Objects to do with the calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that might be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it has a value for students of history. Where are you? Oh, an adventure first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it.
I could also give you an adventurer's first-hand account.
Do you keep the journal of your adventures as well, Haiku? If so, I'd love to read it too one day. With your permission, of course.
Should be looking through my diary.
Oh, an adventure, a historical piece. I also have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. There's mainly cover events, even outside the Calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back.
Walk to the event. Let's go.
We're going on an adventure. Right. This looks as good a spot as any. I don't know about you, but that was all very new and exciting for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object, it's been a great experience. I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to describe what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind?
I don't know. I kind of like I think the journal would be cool. I would take the journal because first-hand account of somebody who lived through it. Granted, it could be a journal of him, like what he had for breakfast, but that's the retired adventurer's journal.
I see. I did consider that too, but that's the stupidest choice I've ever heard. But in the end, settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. Aha!
Tell me what it is, you jerk. You obtain the retired adventurer's journal.
Hooray! Dun, 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 dun. Let's run back to the minstrel. And here we go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How could you do this to me?
Children. Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust. Is he here? Oh, there he is. In the sea of cat girls. Well now, what have we here? The Journal of an Adventurer, you say? Despite the vendor's claims, such records typically do not have much historical value on account of their limited perspective and inherited partiality. Yet by the same token, they have great value for me, for they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart. There's no richer material for penning verses. And you, what garbage did you bring me? Now then, what of you, young Nagi? And what might this be?
It's a scrapbook of articles from The Raven. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. Oh, during the Calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd of adventurers. Such a diverse crowd of adventurers, I think. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in a free, unshaking lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose this scrapbook.
I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey become the starting point for another. Well put. Yes, a verse comes to me, a blessing of those souls who are taking their first carry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. Uh-oh, here we go. What? Love it. Look at all the adventures. Oh, we got a Reaper? It is. Of course. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Naoki Yoshida. I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. Start crying. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet I ardently believe that it is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventurers. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. Oh, spoilers, Yoshi P? And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on to the distant horizon and beyond. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. I don't want it to. Oh, man, I love it. I said it before, like, it's helping new people. It's bringing new people and letting new people experience the game. That's what I love more than anything. Because through them, you get to experience the game over again. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Stop it, game. Stop doing these things.
Thank you for your generous reward and an uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time to set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again, somewhere out there.
I'll see you too, bud. I'll see you too. Come what may, never forget to smile.
Bye.
I love it. I love it. Stop. Stop. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history, we do stand, and for you I would perform another song. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief, 'neath stars and through storms the answers to seek. Your footprints are threads to the gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent dances high into the heavens. From the embrace of the gods, though mankind has been torn, upon winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is written, bringeth rapture or sorrow. Your journey shall continue until tomorrow and tomorrow. That was terrible. But it's okay. It's okay. The fireworks. I wonder, how do you feel as you watch Nagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry or a fledgling adventurer? Or did it awaken fond memories of your humble beginnings? Stop it! Stop doing this to me, Quest. Obviously the latter. Obviously the latter. Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and stop. And each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventure will never end. Yep, there it is. I was gonna say. Oh man, that was so good. That was so good. Oh no, stop. Stop. It's just, man, that got to me so much. That's what I love. That's what I love about an MMO. I started this whole quest off saying that. That's what I love about an MMO. Is showing it to someone else. Having them experience what you experienced. Nothing better. Nothing better. God. Don't I feel like a silly Billy? I unlocked the Jigsaw puzzle minigame. What? Oh, and then the song. Stop. Stop. Oh. I think I need to... Oh, I need to recover from that. Gee, believer. Now he's just chilling up here. The end of one journey marks the beginning of another. For all those who continue to forge on in the world risen from the ashes, this humble minstrel would offer a song. I don't think I can sit on here. I just chill on there. Night of justice. Love it. God, I love it. I love it. Everything just hits so much harder in that quest from... I'm gonna start crying again. Everything hits so much harder in that quest from the fact that the dude wanted to be a pugilist. That was my first class when I came back to the game. I wanted to be a pugilist. I was like, I'm just gonna run up and punch stuff and beat him up, and so that hit hard. And the whole quest was about bringing new adventures in, and that's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is shared experiences. It's bringing somebody else into the game and letting them experience it, and then you, through them, get to experience it as well. You're in chat when they get to that point in the main story quest, and they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And you're just like, I know those feels. I'm so happy you were able to experience it too. I see that as the best thing we can do for anyone else, is share that experience with them. I really think so. Enough of that.